Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Extinct Bricks Originals! And for this very special episode, we'll be featuring the LEGO custom Jurassic World Einiosaurus. But of course, before we head on with this video, the Guess SPICIE contest winners will be announced later on in the video, so stay tuned for that, guys! This particular costume is actually the prize of MANDAAMAR for winning the Top and Consistent Awards for 2021 last year. And now, let's move on with the making of the Einiosaurus. Okay, so I started off with a base figure of a Triceratops. I heat up the frills and angled it to a more backward angle. I added in the horns as well as the sculpting details on the head. As you can see here, I've already done that, and I have primed the figure so that it can be ready for painting. So you can see here that it's already dried, and I usually take around 1 to 2 hours before I actually paint on this one. So here I just added in several more details on the head and also the back of our Einiosaurus. So now that that's done, it's now time for us to paint on our Einiosaurus. So we'll be needing some brushes, of course, our acrylics, some water, and some patience. So here I actually mixed burnt sienna, a little bit of black, some greens, and also some white, and then slathered it on the figure, mostly on the topmost portions of our Einiosaurus, such as that of the head, the back, the arms, or I mean the front legs, the back legs or the hind legs, and also the tail. So it's okay if I messed up on some of the colors because we will be correcting them anyways later on. Now, for some details, we actually have a mix here of some black and browns, and we're painting some scaling details on this particular creature. So we have here several spaces, large spaces, small spaces, things like that, and we will be filling them up with a lighter color of either peach and also some pinks. So actually when doing this, I usually start off with one side first, and then I try to emulate or at least copy that on the other side, so that as with all LEGO figures, they try to be as symmetrical as possible with the right and the left sides. Once it is done, I had it right first before I move on to the next color. Of course, we need to paint on the details on our frills because that is one of the more prominent features of all Triceratopsians. So with the same color that I used earlier on the back portion, I'm painting several more details also on the frills of our Einiosaurus here. So some dots here, some lines, a mix of everything, and then everything actually ties up when our lighter colors are actually painted on the Einiosaurus. So here I am painting on the underside or the underbelly of the Einiosaurus, as well as the lower jaw of our Einiosaurus. So this is a mixture of oranges, a little bit of brown, and some white. I think I also added here some yellow ochre as well. So we're painting this on the underside of the tail, the body, as well as that of the lower jaw. Okay, now to break up the harsh lines between the white colors on the underbelly and also the browns on the entire body of the Ceratopsian or the Einiosaurus, we actually mix in some browns as well as some more oranges on these colors that we had earlier on, and we're somehow putting in several dots and also scaling details on the in-between sections of these two colors. So yeah. So although there's still a harsh line, or at least the transition is not that very abrupt. Okay, now so for some touch of color, so this is a mixture of a peach as well as orange and a little bit of white. So we're painting this on the details in between the darker lines that we created earlier on for the Iniosaurus. So we're also taking patterns on the Einiosaurus that we have. I'm not sure if it's a walking with dinosaurs Einiosaurus, but I think the coloration on this one and the patterns is really cool. Okay, so now we're painting on the horn details of our Einiosaurus. So this is just a mixture of some browns and also gray. So we're coloring on the, of course, the nasal horns as well as the ridges on those on the eye section of our Einiosaurus. We're cleaning up the horns on top of its frills. The same color here will be painted on the back sections of our Einiosaurus as well as the nails of our Einiosaurus. So I guess that's it for our the making of the video on our Einiosaurus. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and here's the finished product so far. I really enjoyed painting this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it and learned something from it as well. Well, let's move on with the next portion of this video. We have the Guess the SPICIE contest winners, and we have 10 lucky picks. Here they are: Rosaurus, Wenhee, Ross, Anna Paula, People, Jennifer, Custom Animator, Latron, Gruba, Aiden. Congratulations everyone, and of our top 10 winners: Maddie the King, Tuman Kia, Ahmed Mejbel, Victor Gabriel, Mr. T-Rex, Lucky Boy Aragasi, Somnielsis Microcetalis, Grebnadu, Colton Todd, and Mechanic Tiger. Congratulations everyone, and I'll see you on the next Guess the SPICIE contest. For those of you who would like to join, here's how. Just click on the Extinct Bricks icon and it will lead you to the Extinct Bricks homepage, and in that homepage just click on the community link and it will lead you to all our posts. I'll see you there everyone! And now for some Extinct Bricks Dino Trivia. The Einiosaurus is exclusively Montana dinosaur. Forwarded, curving nasal horns that resembles a bottle opener, though it may only occur in some adults. Hello guys, and we're back here, and of course Moira is really excited for this particular video because this is actually one of the last requests from our winner of the Dino Guess the SPICIE Challenge champion, MANDAAMAR. And as you can see here, it is actually one of those ceratopsians that I have one of the most details with in terms of painting and of course sculpting or sculpting details on the head. Alright, so Moira will be coming back later on for some size comparison. So let's just move on with the closer look.
Top 10.
So here you can see our
Top
Einiosaurus.
9.
Our Einiosaurus here has
Top
of course,
8.
the infamous forward pointing
Top
horn
7.
on the nasal ridge here.
Top
It has
6.
several details on the
Top 5.
eye area as well as that of the frills. If you can see here, it's
Top
actually
4.
raised on some parts of the
Top
frills.
3.
It has two long horns on
Top
top of
2.
its frills, and yeah, so as with
Top 1.
several Centrosaurians, the head sculpt is quite different with that of the Triceratops, and there's actually just a little bit of change in terms of the body proportions and also the tail. The tail is actually moved towards placed a little bit down here, and of course the legs are actually lengthened a bit, so it doesn't look very small from certain angles. So this is the Ceratops so far, It has details here on browns, dark browns, and whites, as well as peaches on some areas of the body. The eyes are actually green, and the horns and the shoots on the frills are actually brownish gray, as well as that of the nails on the legs. So the articulation in this one is pretty much static on some points, such as that of the tail, but the head is very movable. As you can see here, it's a ball and socket joint, so you can actually twist its head like so, put it up, put it down. It's as if it's spinning. Yeah, so that's the head articulation for you guys. The arms or the hind legs, as well as that of the forearms, move like this. So yeah, so that's the Iniosaurus for you guys. So Iniosaurus. Okay, so Moira is back here for some size comparisons. You can see here, it's quite a small ceratopsian, but quite still big for its size. The head is quite big, if you can see here, just the right proportion with that of the body. And if you are going to compare it with this particular photo of an Iniosaurus and a human being, it's quite the same actually. Alright, so now let's compare with other ceratopsians as well as my recent works so far. So one of the requests also by our SPICIE Dino champion is the Gojirasaurus. So this is the Gojirasaurus. So the Gojirasaurus was actually released just a week ago. So if you haven't seen the video, guys, please check it out. So here's the Gojirasaurus for you. So it's a little bit larger than our Einiosaurus, and the color scheme on this one is quite simple, and it's based out from Godzilla Jr. of the animated series. So yeah, so that's the Gojirasaurus for you guys. Also, one of the ceratopsians that we had, this is the Einiosaurus, also by Toy Universe. This is the Einiosaurus that is based out from the Jurassic World game. As you all know, Mike of Toy Universe actually makes a dinosaurs based off from that particular game. So if you guys are into max level things and very colorful dinosaurs and other prehistoric creatures, then please check that channel out. There's a big surprise for you guys very soon on Toy Universe. So guys, I would suggest for you to check on that channel, because something big and something ferocious is coming your way. Okay, so that's the Iniosaurus by Toy Universe. We also have here the Chasmosaurus. Now the Chasmosaurus here actually is tagged as one of the biggest heads of the ceratopsian family. So you can see here, in comparison, the head of the Chasmosaurus compared to that of our Einiosaurus. So that's the Chasmosaurus for you guys. We also have on our list would be our Torosaurus. The Torosaurus here is one of the bigger size ceratopsians, and this is actually based off from Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. So I made several changes in terms of how the horns on the top of its head actually points, and also the tails on this particular dinosaur. So here you have it, a comparison between our Einiosaurus and of course this Torosaurus. One of the more recently released, ceratopsians from Jurassic would be the Pseudoceratops. So here we have our Pseudoceratops of Battle of the Rock. So I'm actually planning to have another one, the male Pseudoceratops. This one more of, looks like the female Pseudoceratops. I like the colors on this one. The mixes of reds and blues are actually really good. So comparing it in terms of size, of course, the Pseudoceratops is much larger than that of the Einiosaurus. So So guys, check out this video. I think I also have a stop motion of some sort video on Battle of Big Rock on our Triceratops and the Allosaurus, so please check it out guys also. And lastly, we have our Pachyrhinosaurus among the ceratopsians that we will be showing you here in this particular video. So the Pachyrhinosaurus here, as you can see, is not your conventional one. It's the Pachyrhinosaurus by Hasbro. I think it's the Hasbro one where I base it off. The horns on the head is quite, typical for a Pachyrhinosaurus, but this is how it actually looks like on the toy. So probably we'll be making an accurate one very soon. So watch out for that guys also. Alright, so we have here one last comparison, and actually this is one of my favorites in terms of EB Toy Universe creations. So far, this is the Dinosaur. Look at that, it's so colorful, and I think the essence or the look of that particular dinosaur there on the game is actually captured here. You can see here some details on the head, details on the legs. You can see here some game details on the sail, the yellows, the blues, and the violets and the purples actually complement each other. So I think not only that violet is my favorite color, but I think we did a really good collaboration in terms of me sculpting the head on this one and him doing the rest of the body. So yeah, this is actually one of my favorite creations of EB Toy Universe. But as I've said earlier on, please wait for something really cool coming out from EB Toy Universe. So check out the channel guys, and subscribe, and also hit that notification bell so you'll be informed of the next particular video that I was talking about. Alright, so that's it for the size comparison guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. Let's now move on to Extinct Species Roll Call. And we have here all of the creatures that you've seen here on this particular video. If you guys have any suggestions of other ceratopsians and even other dinosaurs that you want to see here on this channel, please comment them down below in our comment section. I will also be placing in individual links to each and every one of here on the description box below, but I would like to say, and also more here, I would like to say that all of the creatures here are actually in the Extinct playlist. So you can scroll down over 100 or at least 200 other custom dinosaurs in LYKA form so far that we have. So I'll see you there everyone, and that's it for the video for now. Now let's do our Extinct Species Roll Call, starting with Extinct Jurassic Park Pachyrhinosaurus. This is the Extinct Gojirasaurus, Extinct Chasmosaurus, Extinct Bonitasaura, EB Toy Universe Bonitasaura. This is EB Toy Universe Einiosaurus, Extinct Jurassic World Battle of Big Rock Nasuroceratops. This is Extinct Jurassic Park Operation Genesis Taurosaurus. And of course, the star of the show here, this is our Extinct Jurassic World Einiosaurus for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be placing several more clips of our Einiosaurus, so watch until the end of the video guys. Thanks everyone. Beep beep beep. Oh, the Einiosaurus is on the way. Well, that's okay, Moira. And that's it for the video for our Einiosaurus. Thank you so much for all the likes, the comments, and of course, the views from you guys. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Also, please don't forget to support our other channels, Ibito Universe and Adventures of Moira and Usher. Please watch their videos and support their channel by subscribing. And as we always would say, let your inner dino break roar! Thanks everyone, and bye!